we were I know you were. I know who you're talking to. Thank you for telling me and bringing that back. All right. Thank you. Thank you. He was tired, so he's gonna go home soon. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. These kids. All right. It's dark in here. All right. Ooh, I'm tired. This is the face of worn out. Yeah, I'm tired. There's been a lot going on, and I need a break. I need a break. It's not gonna happen, but yeah, that's life. Just have to keep rolling. I just wanted to pop on here and, trying to get some sort of normalcy. It just seems like every time something happens, it's a snowball effect. So, yeah. But thank you all for your prayers and well wishes, and much needed, much needed. Your continued prayers. We are okay for the most part. Yeah, that's life. Sometimes you have to prioritize and handle business. It's like one of those times when you don't want to be a grown up. It's like, can I go back to being a kid? Because this is a lot to handle. So, yeah. And how are you this evening? Let's see who all is in here. Oh boy. And it's cold. It's freezing. So, yeah. Just complaining all the way around. I don't like the hot, but when it's cold, it's cold. I think we had some rain yesterday, so that added. So, yeah. Washing clothes. Yeah, I need to do some of that. I had to, like I said, prioritize. I had enough. I'm spent. So that will wait until in the morning. And the kids are tired, so I know if they're tired, it's going to be an early night. And we'll start fresh in the morning. Oh, goodness. I'm telling. Tariq slapped me. I don't think he slapped you. He did. Tariq? Oh goodness. Yeah, they sound better. I really hope you did not do what she said you did. Somebody's in there popping bubble wrap. They're aggravating each other. So, yeah. Pick and choose. Pick and choose your battles. Hmm. I don't even know. I can't even remember what happened. What day is it? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. You guys know I never know what day it is. So I can't remember where I left off and what I did. What happened? I ended up, I showed you guys I was trying out a new editing software and um, I took that one down. The watermark is not going to be on it, but I didn't like the quality of that one. And it was just too much. I just didn't like. But I put it up just in case somebody wanted to see the, I don't know if they saw a difference in quality or whatever. But of course I re-uploaded it. I ended up putting my own software on and yeah. What ended up happening is I left out a little detail when I told them what happened because I really didn't think that it, what happened really affected the computer. It didn't dawn on me. And after he changed out the power supply and it didn't, before he closed it up, he went to check it. It didn't come on. And he was like, there's power in here. There was power in the other one. It's the motherboard. And I'm like, I said, what fried the motherboard? So, yeah, we had some stuff done, and had I known, I would have turned off the computer. I didn't know that the person had to go to the breaker, but yeah, he flicked the wrong circuit and cut off the power in this room. So that fried the motherboard. So yeah. I'm gonna be down, and I had some good footage I was ready to put up and all kinds of stuff, but that's going to have to wait. And I know in one of the last chats, about the curriculum, somebody had a question about when I said the curriculum, the only boxed curriculum that I use that's open and go, and I don't have to add or take away is Answers in Genesis. And like I said, it's on fire. I had some footage I was getting ready to put up because I was ready to share a review on the Bible curriculum. And it was part of a lesson. And yeah, I don't want to recreate it because it's going to take away. I mean, I can redo the lesson or review the lesson, but it would take away. I want you guys to see the, authentic lesson. And I may try to set up live, but then that's kind of hard too because that's going to take away the authenticity of it. There's somebody on my door. The kids, they're knocking on the door. So, yeah, I don't know, but Because I know once the kids see the chat on, I don't know, they get to acting. I don't know. Then again, they may be fine because, like I said, it's always on fire. When we're doing this, it's just, I mean, they are learning, they are engaged, they don't want to stop, and it just pulls them in. They remember things. I can ask them things from lessons, months ago, and they can, tell me everything. Not to say that nothing else sticks, but this thing is lit. Like these kids say, it's lit. So, yeah, it's more than just Bible stories, and my kids are one of the reasons why I chose it was the apologetics behind it. My kids are one to ask questions. They want to know the why, and I'm like that. They want to know the why, and I could not find a lot of things that, or anything really, that explains the why. It'll tell you something, but not really explain the why behind it, and then point you directly to the scripture. So, I think I pointed her to the curriculum video to get a look at it, and then a review I did last year.
Mom, can we open our new toothbrushes? Look at this toothbrush.
I know. You may open them. Don't make a mess, okay? Carefully help.
I got it. I know how to open it.
Carefully.
Alea, you want the crayon ones? They have flaws. So you can get the dirt out of the teeth.
I'm trying to say, I want to say last year. It may have been the year before. It seemed like a year went by so fast. But I pointed her to that review. So I'm going to come back. Actually, I have the footage. I haven't put it together, and I have to figure out what parts I'm going to put up. I'm trying not to go long on these vlogs, and I might have to chop it up a little bit. But kind of show you guys around the site and what I chose, how I came to choose it, because there's a lot on that site. And the answers in Genesis, when I shared the first part of the curriculum, which is really meant to be, it was designed for homeschool. I took you guys to Answers in Genesis YouTube page, and I showed you all the work that went into their curriculum, how they designed it, all the people, all the brains behind it.
No, no. Is this false?
Yes, that's false.
Tariq's being the boss of everything. No, he's trying to be the boss of everything. To be the boss of everything.
Layla. Take it down, 10. Okay, let me see that pack. Let's see this pack. All right.
I want the blue line up.
You need a shirt on. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, that's real life. They have right now middle school math. So once math expands, I will probably end up going with their math. Although I'm happy with ACSI, I'll probably just switch over. Their recommendation for math is Math Lessons for Living Education, ironically. Master Books creates their books. So I'm kind of already in there. Science. They are science curriculum. World Geography is now added. And fourth grade, 4 through 6. Yeah. So, a lot of their books are printed in Spanish also. So that's good to know. This kid, Layla. Oh my goodness, these kids are off the chain. Layla. All right, hold on 1 minute. All right, let's sound back. So, anyway, I need a little bit. I'm trying to think, is there another subject? No, I already said geography. Bible. Yeah. So far, those are all the, all your sciences, because it's, that biblical background. So they're covering astronomy and physics and chemistry, and that's what I showed you guys, the human body and plants and animals, all that kind of stuff. But also, what I liked about it is the world of, that series it covers all 3 grade levels in one book. And the teacher's books come with the disc and all of your printables that you need. And if you have tests and things like that, any sort of activities, all that stuff comes with it. There's no work text. So I'm not printing out anything for anybody. And that saves me a whole lot. Say for, the activity, I can print that out because that's what it's designed for. But it's not a whole lot of components to it. It's usually just a sheet, and not even a sheet in every lesson. So that really works in my favor because I'm not having to replace new curriculum every year for everybody. Everybody can use one book. So it is, that set runs right now $2.99. It's well worth it. Like I said, elementary all the way up, you have all of your sciences, and it was originally $4.20. So, and I think the cheapest I've seen it start on eBay is about $4.25. Most people have most of the set. Did I say $4.25? $1.25. So, yeah. I think I saw one sell for $1.50. It started at $1.25 and it sold for $1.50. And yeah, I saw another one at the same price. I can't remember what it sold for, but people sell bits and pieces of them. Also, rather reasonably priced. So what I've seen one person with it, and they had also Apologia. It was a science, and they picked the Apologia over. And I'm thinking they must not know the true worth of this thing. I hear Apologia is top notch, and I've looked into it, and there was just some things that just did not stick, which is why we're not using it. So yeah. Let me go back in here. Other than that, oops, I just logged out of my. There we go. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna work on that footage probably tomorrow and try to get that up, and hopefully I don't have to cut out too much or speed the footage. I don't know. There's a lot on their website. There's a lot of help on the website. There are a lot of samples you can get. I cannot legally show the samples on the on the video, but I mean the samples are there for everybody. So there's some good stuff on there. And then just in the they have a kids section. There's a lot of stuff in there, and a lot of videos and things like that, games. What else do I want to say? Something else. It's a question somebody had. Oh yeah, I still have to answer that question. Somebody asked me how I started homeschooling, so I will answer that. And I don't know, whatever else comes up. But I have not answered any I don't even know if I have any comments or notifications that have come in. I haven't answered anything yet. So I need to get back on that after the kids are copacetic. They are just, when they can't go outside, it's attitudes and behaviors and hey, Sylvia. So they kind of get stir crazy. And I told them it's freezing outside. They don't want to be outside and it's freezing. But yeah, they don't get it. And they just got over being sick. And I guess because they're not used to being sick, it wasn't that big a deal. But still, I don't want to deal with worse sickness. So, yeah, try to get them back on track with school and just normal. I think we worked on Sunday and Monday. Yep, and that was it. Yep, that was it. So, and I don't stress. I know some people stress when, things go haywire. That's why we don't have a schedule, because if we had a schedule, you know, normally things don't happen. Major things, well, sometimes things happen, and I can't even say that, but we don't go too far off track, even if something does happen. But we don't fall apart. If things happen, we just take it one day at a time and do the most important things, and then the rest we just add in, and just pick back up the next day or day after or day after, and keep going. It doesn't, nobody's really affected to where we're losing time. We school every day. So that is the benefit of year-round homeschooling. It's not a race. And even if it wasn't year-round, these kids have many, many years ahead. So we're not trying to race to get to the finish line. So, hey. Yeah, what did I do? I was talking to my neighbor. We're doing some little co-op stuff together. It's quite interesting. She was telling me about the co-op that they were in, asked them to leave, and I think I mentioned that before. But yeah, no, I don't do the co-op deals. If it's somebody I know and we want to go in together and do some things, that's fine. But co-ops are bougie, straight up bougie. So anyway, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. And notifications. I need to fix this thing. I don't know why I have so many notifications on here. I keep it turned down, but I have notifications set that shouldn't be set. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to go and get rid of all these notifications in these little groups and stuff. I don't have time for all of that. But what's the matter? Can you calm down? Why are you looking like that? Calm down and I will help you out in a few minutes, okay? Okay. Calm down. So the deal is 2 of these toothbrushes light up and 2 of them do not. So there's an argument. I didn't know that. I thought they were both light up, and I think their dad probably did too. So that is the argument. They're arguing over the toothbrushes. So yeah. Had I known, I would not have even let them see them. But I didn't pay attention. All I saw was the light up ones in the front. So, understandable why they would be upset. Alright. What's the subject tonight? Girl, nothing. I just, came in to thank everybody, for their thoughts and prayers and continued prayers and things. I left a little message with you all yesterday morning. that I would be back because we had an emergency, and um, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm just, just checking in and going to pick back up. So we're just having a little nighttime chat and hang out for a minute. Yes, how are you, Sylvia with loves? I'm good. Like I said, just a lot going on and tired. But I get to sit here and relax with you all. The kids, it's cold, so they haven't been outside. Um, I get to sit here and chill for a minute and get some peace, even though it's a lot going on. See, this may seem abnormal for some of you guys. Some of you guys can relate, but this is normal, absolutely normal chaos in our house. For the most part, it's how you see it, but yeah, when you have a lot of kids, it's just gonna be chaos. Girl, I just went live reading the girls a bedtime story. Oh, yeah, I need to get on and catch up on some people. I haven't watched anything this week. And, yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, I was sitting here a little while ago. I was trying to watch something. I was watching a vlog. And I stopped in the middle of the vlog. It was quite a long vlog, almost an hour. So I had to, stop. But what I did was, I don't know how you guys do this. I went on Instagram and started looking at stuff. Well, I was on Instagram about an hour. How do you guys get, I mean, that's social media, boy. It just suck you in. You just, for 2 minutes, you checking something, and the next thing you know, it's like, so, yeah, it was a lot going on. And then I went back to the vlog. Then I paused it. I went back to Instagram. And I'm like, this thing got me all sucked in here, and I'm stuck in social media land. So I have to, acknowledge people and stuff like that, check on people. But some of it was just, not my normal people. It was just other things I was looking at. I'm like, man, that's a lot of time. But I did that on purpose because I wanted to see how long I would actually spend doing that. Because normally I'm on Instagram or Facebook or something for 5 minutes and that's it. I can't, because if I do, I'll just be stuck. So, yeah, and that's the same thing with TV. If I turn on the TV to watch something, I'll be sitting there all day. Nothing to ever get done. Nobody will eat. It would be a mess. Sylvia said, it was fun, my first live my first time. Yeah, it is fun because you don't have to do anything. You just sit and talk. Chaos, especially when John is home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What is this? Ooh. It will, Sylvia said, it will suck you in. You are funny. Your whole day will go by. Girl, yes. I have to stop myself. I'm telling you. That's why I have to turn this thing down and notifications off, because if I see something, it's like, I don't want to miss anything, but you can't catch everything. So, yeah, this thing will take your life. I see why people say they school is falling apart, because they on the social media thing. That thing is the devil. I'm not saying YouTube is good either, but yeah. Sometimes I just, have to turn this stuff off. I close the tabs and everything because I don't want to be tempted. See if you say your kids sound like mine. Well, thank you. Okay. So we're not the only ones. Absolutely normal chaos. Sometimes I join them. You remember the episode of The Cosby Show when the parents started joining the kids, they raising the voice, and the kids stopped what they were doing because it was so loud. They were trying to figure out what was going on. Yeah. I do that sometime, and they look at me like, what? And I'm like, well, that's how y'all sound. I don't even know how you concentrate. And they're laughing about something. Yeah, son, YouTube be getting me at night. Yeah, I know I was up last night. That's why I'm tired. I didn't even sleep well last night. So I'm just dragging right now. Yeah, I was up. We went to bed kind of early. And then I was up about midnight. I started to get up. But, I don't know. I just stayed in the bed. I know I was up for hours. I couldn't even fall asleep. So, I am laughing. Girl, yeah. I know y'all can hear. And they're way in there. And you can still hear them. What I don't understand is they're right there in front of each other. And they have to keep up all that noise. And then when I'm talking to them, they can't hear me. But if I had a piece of candy, they can hear that candy paper rattle. Oh my goodness. Somebody messing with the TV. Goodness Lord. Oh boy. I'm supposed to be getting my grocery list together. I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I had no idea. I need everything. It's one of them where you use up everything. I mean, we still have some stuff, but and nothing in the freezer but some vegetables. But yeah, the cabinets. So I need to just start fresh. And I think the refrigerator's empty, so that's a good thing. I need to do that. Don't push the button, please, because that is a lot of noise. Don't push the button, because I will have to come and put the TV in a timeout. Sylvia said, I tell my girls the same thing. Why are you all screaming at each other? I'm telling you guys, it's the TV. I'm telling them, they are on thin ice with that TV. What happened? What is it on? What is the TV? Okay. He's upset. He doesn't want to watch Nick Jr. keep telling them that TV is going to end up the same way I did the first time, because it's just causing too much, and I don't like that at all. It's just to have it, it's a lot to say monitor it or, take turns, but when it causes such behaviors, it's the best way to do it is just to get rid of it. Because to me, that's like me telling them not to do something. I'm trying to instill something into them, and then I go do it anyway. It's here, and I have the full control of it. If I don't want them to do it, I have the power to stop it. I cleaned my refrigerator today. Layla was playing right in the middle of the kitchen. Girl, yes, I remember those days. I remember those days. Sorry for the typos. I'm breastfeeding. Oh, girl, I'm not worried about that. I get it. I get it. Multitask. Yep. It's just like these, these devices and things. How do you, the computers I lock. I can lock the TV too, but it's really no point because nobody else watches it. They don't watch all day. And this is the first time they done watched it today. But I can, I just lock the stuff. That way they don't have access. So, yeah, but I give them a little bit of screen time. They want to wow out. Anyway, I'm gonna have to check that live vlog of y'all reading. I think they'll like that. Very entertaining. Back up here. He is so relentless. He's gonna try me. Go have a seat.
No.
No? Oh boy. Now, I understand you are upset. However, that is not going to get you the response you want, that behavior. Get your PJs out.
No.
So everything's just going to be boo-hoo, huh? Okay. I'm going to let you cool it off. Boy. What is it that you're trying to watch?
I want to watch Tom and Jerry.
You want to watch Tom and Jerry? Okay,
yes,
look. Okay, listen to me. Well, you all only have a few more minutes anyway. But at 9 o'clock, it'll be time to switch. And you can watch one Tom and Jerry, and that's it. So you have about 14 minutes. And I am coming in there because I'm going to be off of here, and I'm going to come in there and change it myself. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Be patient. Self-control.
I want the cheese brush.
Calm down. We'll discuss that in a few minutes. One thing at a time. boy. So I have to put these toothbrushes up. Yeah. Hi, Joy. How are you? I saw your I haven't been able to watch it yet, but I saw your video in the sub box. I have to catch it. Maybe after I get them in the bed, I can catch it real quick and end my night. How's school going with the kids, Joy? What time is it? It's 8:48. Okay. I have about 12 minutes now. Kids. Goodness gracious. That was something I was thinking about. I have not addressed, but I can't remember. I found the fry words. Yay! We are going to start with some flashcards. Yes. Fry words. Yes, that's it. That's how you do it. Thanks for all your help. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I think it was after I talked to, let's see. I think this was before I talked to you, Joy. I was talking to a friend of mine. She has a little girl and little boy. Little girl will be 5. She was wanting to homeschool. And I had asked her years ago when I met her in person, So I asked her, was she going to homeschool the kids? Well, the daughter, because that's what she had at the time. Because she had been homeschooled, and I found that very interesting. She had been homeschooled until she was 10 years old, until she was in the 10th grade. And she had to go to public school because her mother passed away. So bittersweet. But, her husband has, opposing view. And, they have a little one now. So the 4 and the 2-year-old. And I think it was more or less was concerned about how she would be able to balance everything and, the kids and make sure the baby is attended to and, stuff like that. And I said, yeah, he's worried about, can you still keep the house running and cooking and cleaning? I can't. She said, oh, that, I'm not going to say the word that she said, but she was like, he is not handicapped. And I just, if you guys know her, it was just funny. And I'm like, girl. And she said, he can cook, he can clean up, he can wash his own clothes. I'm not putting her in school. So, she has already been homeschooling her, and I said, did you stress to him that, you have been homeschooling her all along? Who's teaching her, to get to these milestones and, the talking and the walking and the, the alphabet and things like that. She said, yeah. And I said, girl, keep doing what you're doing. She said, I am. And I said, but what you do for that, for him, to pacify him, I said, make up your little schedule. Now, we don't follow schedule. I said, but make a little schedule, right? And I said, just run the house the way you normally do. And then on a off day when he's not even thinking about it. You know, you got dinner done and everything. Say, by the way, give him your little schedule. Here's how the house runs. So he can't, make any kind of assumptions, or he cannot complain that you're not keeping things together. She said, yeah, that's just, that's what I'm going to do. I said, yeah, that's sad that, one parent does not fully, have faith in the other parent. But it happens all the time. One parent will say, okay, I'll give you a year to see what you can do. I'll give you, this amount of time to see. And I said, but I just, being that she was homeschooled, I would think that he would have a difference of opinion. So, yeah, and what she has is, she was telling me her mom used Hooked on Phonics for her, the original cassette version. So that's what she's bringing out for the kids. I said, there you go. Get your tape recorder and get to reading. You have 6 minutes, okay? 6 minutes.
That's not what I'm here for.
Okay, well, I'll be in there in 6 minutes.
I'm here for the toothbrush.
Okay, in a few minutes. Hey, Sylvia. Joylyn says, Joy Lynn, I'm still laughing at how my husband answered the phone. Girl, I was thinking about that last night. Because I said, I know he said, you know people from YouTube. Girl, that was just too funny. Too funny. Y'all, she thought I was a telemarketer, y'all. She didn't want to answer the phone. That's okay, though. I know sometimes if I forget to save a number in, I'm like, who number is this? And then I get a text from somebody and I'm like, okay, who do I know from this state? Or I got to check the area code. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's so-and-so because they changed their number, or for some reason it's just not saved, but it's written down. Joy said we talked about that. She has a newborn. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So, yep, you gotta, sometimes it take a while to get in a groove, and somebody may not think that you're doing all that you can do and doubt you and things like that, but I wouldn't let that get me down. Y'all, I have the same thing here. I'm doing this by myself. And I just, it's more trouble to keep explaining why I'm doing this. And I'm like, I don't understand what parts you don't get. It just, this is what we do. Okay, they're homeschooled. So, yeah, but I have heard that plenty of times. Just put the kids in school. And I'm like, he's aggravated. So, yeah, we just work through it. I don't suggest that for everybody, because some people, it's you may have say, but you don't have the final decision. I have the final decision, so I can do this. I know I'm going to get some questions on that. That's a whole nother topic. I run this house. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, but I'll answer it. If somebody want to entertain it, I'll answer it. Some of y'all will be shocked, but some of y'all have been with me for a long time. No. Sylvia's would love. My hubby say the same thing. I was talking to another vlogger, and my hubby was talking about make sure it's no crazy. Girl, yes. Yeah. So I tell you guys, I call subs all the time. I do. They call me, on the phone. Real, real talk. I meet people all the time. Real life. So, if I ask you to call me, it's legit. Yeah. I think everybody should have it's one thing to communicate with people cyberspace, but when you get to really know people, and you can really, have a conversation outside the computer screen. That's a whole nother story. So, yeah, these kids, girl, it's too much. Oh boy, boy, have 2 minutes, so I have 2 minutes. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Maybe I need to do. I want to do a. You guys have to ask me questions. I want to do a. What do you call it? A get to know me. There are a lot of things that you all don't know about me, but nobody really asks questions. Are you guys interested? I don't want to just bore you with stuff, but like my favorite color and more. I have a lot of stories that I really want to share, but like I said, I don't want to bore you guys. I have two big things that I really need to share. I've been contemplating for a long time, and I'm finally at a place where I can share it. So I really do need to email you. Got an email address, second email address. Need to make time to send out emails. Okay, Sylvia. Yeah. Email me. No, he said 9 o'clock, and it's 9 o'clock. And it's 9 o'clock. Witching hour. Anywho, yeah. I think I just opened up a can of worms though with that question that I put out. I mean that comment I put out there about the household. So I'm gonna have to answer that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get, you know, it's not too personal. Adoption. We're gonna talk about adoption. I have a surprise for y'all on that. So we're gonna talk about that. Y'all might have to remind me, but I'm gonna share it. What's the matter with you?
Lila didn't let me change it.
Okay, I'm coming to change it. Come here. You need a hug? Look like you just need some love. Let me give you some love. You want a kiss too?
Yeah.
Okay. You having a hard night, right?
Yeah.
You want to watch Tom and Jerry? You want to take a shower?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go get your stuff so you can take a shower. Then you can relax and go to bed.
And then I want the cheeseburger.
You're not going to live that down. If you take a shower, he'll relax and go to sleep. So, I want us to meet during spring break. Okay. You should do a story time. I see a lot of bloggers. Yeah. I suppose I could. I have a lot of stories, but like I said, I don't know if, nobody asks, and I don't really share. I don't know. Oh my gosh, the printer scared me. It's doing this weekly cleaning. But yeah, I have some story times to share with you all. So I'm gonna put that on my list to share that one, because I know somebody gonna say adoption, head of house. What is she talking about? So those two will be coming up. I know you all are good. Some people are just flat out. You give them a plate and they want to take the leftovers too. That's not what I'm not going to leave you out of things, but yeah. You're not coming here for the tea. So anyhow, let me get in here and take care of this child, help him get to the shower and deal with this toothbrush issue.
Look.
You have your toothpaste? Okay. Oh, got you guys the wrong kind. I don't like that kind of toothpaste.
And when he's done, can we take a shower? Too.
No, dang. I should have. Oh, I guess he wasn't thinking. But, yeah, they use Tom's. That's Crest. I know y'all saw that. I don't like them to use that stuff. They only use Tom. I have to give them some of mine. Y'all know kids toothpaste and stuff. Any toothpaste, if it's not natural. But you gotta watch some of that natural stuff. But wood pulp and plastic and all kind of stuff in it. I don't fool with that. Silica, and it's bad. And that's sad because it's for kids. Girl, you going to get it on that comment. Yeah, I'm going to get it. Like I said, I'm not worried, because I'm an answer. I mean, to some people, yeah, it's tea because that's what they come for. But, it's going to be a shock. So, yeah. Just, I stay humble over here. That's what it is. I stay humble.
I'm taking a short shower.
Okay. Say good night.
Good night.
Thank you, and I will see you all in the comments and see you next chat. So I'm going to probably do an upload tomorrow, chat the next day. Depending on my schedule. I need to study. I haven't studied, so I need to study. So we'll see how far I get done with that before I come back live. But anywho, thank you all for joining short notice. Have a good night, and I will see you guys. Bye.